Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you are watching. Thanks for joining us on the Sunday Culture Review. Usually that's followed by me saying the 6-minute daily, but that doesn't start until tomorrow. So hopefully you guys are checking those out and enjoying them. It looks like we're getting easily over 100 views on every 6-minute daily. And now we're seeing about 30 people that show up to watch those live, which I do appreciate. So if you are enjoying those, please feel free to make comments on them after they've aired. I also have updated the member credits video to include even the most recent member, which would be Nick Weiser, who joined just a couple days ago. And before that, Mexican Iron Man. So we have a great show. Oh, well, we have an abbreviated show today. We're shooting for about an hour to allow everybody an opportunity to go and check out Machiny 90's brand new start of season 4 over on his channel for his draw streams. Plus, there are many other shows to come today, and we'll talk about those after we get started. So welcome, everyone, and thank you all for being here. I see that we have, Shellback is here. We've got Apollo Patriot, Noble Arrow, Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division. Bruce is awesome, guys. Check him out. You also have Keely Chow, who suffers Batwoman for you, so you don't have to. We also have Eric Winberg. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, my friend. And Fearter is here, says, hail, peeps. And our very good friend, Stieg Kenobi. What's up, Stieg? So good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you for the well wishes this morning. You always send an inspiring clip, at least a few times a week, and I appreciate being included in those. Eric Winberg has sent us a super sticker. And I will say, whoops, there it is. Eric Winberg for a $2 super sticker with a Shiba Inu that's going, hey. I love that. I love Shiba Inus. They're awesome. Oh, you're swinging in to watch some? Okay, need to kill an hour and a half before D&D. Oh, and thank you for the story for the Gaming Lounge, Steve. We will be covering that on Thursday. So thank you for that story, my friend. We've got Barack Durmus in the house. What's up, Barack? Good to see you. Kip Ellis is here. Kip joined me on the member stream earlier to go through some basics on video and editing. And of course, that stream is up for members. Just some basics of my editing process. I don't claim to be an expert. I've played around with video editing for a long time. And if you're a member of the channel, that's sitting there waiting for you to go. We did that live just an hour and a half or so ago. So John 42, what's up, my friend? It's good to see you. Of course, we have the great Captain Trek, who runs an awesome show with the breakfast or morning brew. You should check him out. He's usually right before the 6-minute daily, and I know we did a special one this morning. So check out Captain Trek and everything that he does. We have our friend Soul Assassin in the house. Brightest Day is here, and Critizable the Crazed. And beyond all of that, let's have an introduction for the two members of our panel that are here so far. We have the great and powerful AFK Bard. What's up, AFK? How are you doing?
Hello. I am doing great. I am great and powerful today, apparently.
That's right. Well, you are. Good. Well, normally it's the great and powerful Oz, but for today, you could be Oz. You feel like being Oz, the Wizard of Oz?
Totally. I'll be Oz.
Okay.
Yeah. Although technically there's also Ozma, but if you look at the Return to Oz. But.
Oh, no, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, you can be Ozma.
No, the first one was better. Let's be honest.
Much, much better. Absolutely. And of course, joining us is the artist who I just tried to promote a little bit, the amazing Machiny 90, who is starting season 4 on his channel. Machiny, go ahead and say hello to everybody.
Can you blow my screen up for a moment?
Oh, of course I can. I will make you the full screen, man.
All
there
right.
we go.
Let's see how we can do it. Let there be light. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
beautiful.
I got a lamp. Yes.
That looks good. That looks good.
I have a desktop lamp and all that. So now I can really go. Now I can really do my stuff in the dark, despite the fact that my other lamp is like hiding behind my my dual screens and it's not emitting so much light at night. So I was like, yes, I have a desktop lamp now. So
that's awesome.
Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Maki Knight, artist illustrator. Sorry for me just kind of rushing through it, just trying to get everything set up. But yes, season 4 of Mocking Live will start right after the Sunday Culture Review, and I'm very excited. I know my co-hosts are going to be excited. I'm just letting you guys know, I did not have an idea for what to draw for today's stream, so we're going to kind of wing it as we go along. So,
that'd be awesome.
No worries. Exactly.
I have faith in you, Makani. You always deliver, sir. So
thank you.
But anyway, so yeah, we'll make sure Makani will drop his link in the chat as we go. And before we end, so that we can make sure you guys all head over there to at least stop by, give a little love, give a little like before you either settle in to watch the show or move on with your day. We want to make sure that Makani is growing his channel because that's the whole point. Anyway, thank you all for being here. We had a few other folks drop in as we were going, including Small Time. Yeah, it was fun, Small Time, to do that video edit today. Yep, and Bruce Lombardo is getting set up to do his miniature painting, which is awesome. He's very talented. Don't let him fool you. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says, "Be Oz, the prison show?" No, the Wizard of Oz. But it's good to see you, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Of course, we also have the heart and soul of the fandom menace, Mr. Thomas Gilkey. It's good to see you, Thomas. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I really do.
Hey, Thomas.
We've got our friend Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. We have the great Trace XL, who I hope to join in a card opening stream with Mandy at some point in the day if I can. Not sure I'm going to be able to make it happen. Some things have come up, and I may not make it to my local game shop to pick up my box of boosters. But I'd like to do a draft game someday with you guys. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And yes, I'm in favor of this as well, Steve. Everybody's cheering for the curves that you guys are talking about. So fantastic. You know what? I'll sign up for that. I think we need that kind of art in our life, right?
Yes.
Yep, it's definitely a female elf, John. You nailed it. That's right. Very much. Angelus Draven, what is up, my man? It's good to see you. I hope work is going well. I would like to see you on the Gaming Lounge channel live on Thursday. Hopefully that can happen. We have the lovely Stephanie Janisek from the Smuggler's Cantina. She is awesome and a great supporter of the community, not to mention an excellent creator. You guys should be checking out Stephanie for sure. Let's see. We have a few other people. We've got, of course, Captain Robert April, Low Spec Linux Laptop, and probably a couple more that are just stealthily hiding in the background. But we only have an hour a day. We're going to keep it short, guys. You can always plan on about an hour or more. Sometimes we go for 2, but today, just an hour so we can get right on top of Maki's stream. And, and there's the ever lovely Lorena Creole, who tonight will be featuring on the Welcome to Florida stream. I affectionately call W2F. But anyway, the Welcome to Florida stream will have on it the amazing comic book Florida Man.
Yes.
By the bloody Mike Barron. So you've got to check that out. It's going to be incredible. They're going to feature that. I don't know if she's elected to do the spoiler-free version because I know she has her copy. Some of us may not have had the copy yet. I haven't gotten my copy with my lunchbox, which I want. Believe me, I will be showing that puppy off. In fact, I might do an unboxing video, which I've never done before, because you guys should see how special this package is from the man himself, Mr. Mike Barron. So just incredible. And of course, his artists are talented. And all around, this is going to be an incredible book. I'm really pumped up. So, oh my goodness. Well, had an unexpected nap. How are you, Culture? I'm great, Diego. It's good to see you, my friend. Lorena, you didn't have to do that, but I'm glad that you've given us a box of popcorn with your $1.49 super sticker. That's awesome.
Delicious.
Okay. All right. Spoiler-free version tonight. Well, then I will definitely be on the panel if you'll have me. I'm very excited for this comic book, guys. We've been talking about it. I don't know for how long, Lorena. Maybe the better part of 6 months, maybe longer. I mean, I backed the heck out of it that one night, so I was really pumped. Theme Park Casual, what's up, my friend? And V-Star is here with bacon. Thank you so much, Nancy. You're awesome. I hope things are going well, love. I'm worried about you, so feel free to drop a line. All right, we got 31 in the chat. We still haven't had a subject. Let's go. Here we go. Let's talk about the weird stuff that's going on at the BBC when they're having to reveal that they have done bad things. It's only, 3 decades too late. Martin Bashir apologizes to Princess Diana's sons in the aftermath of the independent inquiry. He denies deceiving the royal to secure the 1995 interview. All evidence to the contrary, Mr. Bashir. And what's really odd is after he had been dismissed from the BBC's, especially in particular the show Panorama, they eventually rehired him, I believe, in 2016. Have you guys heard about this story? It's kind of interesting. The BBC was trying to, remove themselves from this circumstance and situation. Have you guys heard about it, AFK?
No, I did not actually. I don't remember it coming around the first time, but then again, I was like super young at the time. But I think it's everybody's throwing themselves in front of the train nowadays, even if it's imaginary, if they think that they're going to get pushed in front of it. But honestly, this kind of thing seems more reasonable to apologize about. So,
interestingly enough, I 100% agree with you. Glenzer, you're not wrong. A 26-year-old apology. Yeah. F that guy. Well, yeah, more than F that guy. But here's the thing. He's apologizing for something that the BBC freely admits. But your thoughts on this, Makini, before we dive a little deeper into it?
I just heard about this earlier this morning during Fat Steven's Fortnite stream. And it was just like, wow, what the heck is going on? So I'm really interested to see what's really behind all this, especially for an apology that took, what'd you say, a decade? More than a decade.
26 years, 27 years. Yeah, Glinzer was right. I mean, we're almost 3 decades. What's 1995? That's a long time ago, right? I mean,
can I let my conspiracy theorist out?
Yeah, please go for it. Absolutely.
1997.
Maybe he's doing it because there's actually something else that's going to be more of a bombshell, and they're trying to perhaps lessen it in somewhat by having someone else come out apologize for something that's older.
Well, he's already, and Captain Robert April's 100% right here. He already pulled some major shenanigans with the Michael Jackson interview thing with a lot of deceptive editing practices and stuff. I mean, I've never liked this guy. Or any of his reporting. He's always come off as, kind of a mealy-mouthed person. I've never really enjoyed yellow journalism, and this guy I always felt like was at the forefront of it. But of course, this is only after, he'd been essentially thrown under the bus by the BBC, because the BBC is actually, this is, the story that I believe I covered a few days ago on the 6 Minute Daily on Friday. In fact, I think it is it's on the 20th. BBC apologizes after inquiry concludes that Martin Bashir deceived his way to bombshell Princess Diana interview, right? Of course, there's 22 comments to this. We don't have to go through the comments. We just go through the story very quickly. But an independent inquiry, and this was truly independent, into the tactics used by the BBC to secure the interview with Princess Diana concluded that Martin Bashir deceived his way to accessing the Princess of Wales, and the BBC's response to his deception was woefully ineffective. The BBC has apologized unreservedly after the findings of Lord Dyson's inquiry were published on Thursday following a 6-month investigation by, of course, he is, guess what, a former Supreme Court judge in the UK, which has cost the UK broadcaster $2 million.
Oh, wow.
So, and of course, they're likening it to this the phone hacking moment, because Dyson's report effectively accuses the broadcaster of a cover-up that was ultimately overseen by Tony Hall, who is the BBC's Director General until just last year.
So what are the details behind this? Because I don't know, or can't remember, as the deceptive part.
Well, he lied and manipulated his way into this interview. Martin Bashir says it's not true and that they were above board and all of that, but not according, I mean, again, to an independent finding. So, and actually, Stephanie, this is a good question. I wonder if this has to do with Harry's parentage. Because at the time, I mean, there was already some real problems with the Royals. I mean, there had been problems with the Royals for a little while that were brought to light. This interview, kind of screwed things up. And and I'm not an Anglophile. I care about as much about the royal family as most people did at the time. I mean, many of us when we were very young, or at least when I was very young, the royal wedding dominated the television like for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, some of you are a little younger than me, so probably weren't alive when that happened. But, it was, literally like a Disney film come to life.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people were just absolutely infatuated with the Royals. And I just, this kind of stuff bothers me. It always will. Bruce Lombardo in the chat there.
We can't say it. I cannot say that.
Yeah, and Captain Robert, you're right. I've seen some of these things. Some of the best video bit out there is when some celebrity goes off on Bashir during an interview. Yeah, it's happened more than once. The guy's kind of a dingleberry. And I really believe well, yeah, and if I were going to, like I said, Stephanie, if I were going to buy into something along these lines, I could buy into this. I really could. And Glinzer, you're right. The media did harass Diana to death, literally, as you guys know, because of the vehicular accident that she was subjected to because of paparazzi. So, Captain Robert Abel, William and Henry's perspective is that this is where the downward spiral began, resulting in Diana dying in that car crash. Yeah, I imagine it probably is. Do you guys have any thoughts on this as we keep going through it?
I guess my kind of general thing is that because with the house speculation and what Monkey Jeeps was saying, how bad is this going to affect the BBC? Because it sounds like this might really tarnish their reputation.
But they've already been suffering, taking major L's, I think is the way that kids call it. They've already been doing that. They've been taking L's a lot lately, and they've had their budget cuts. You have people leaving the BBC. They're trying to force people to pay the license fee. There's all kinds of shenanigans, and it looks bad. But see, in Dyson's report, and this is information everybody should have, he concludes that Bashir commissioned fake bank statements. In this country,
oh my God,
you could go to jail for that. And that helped him secure access to Princess Diana through her brother, Charles Spencer. Bashir, Dyson wrote, deceived and induced him to arrange a meeting with Princess Diana, during which he persuaded her to take part in the interview. This behavior was in serious breach of the 1993 edition of the BBC Producers Guidelines on Straight Dealing. In other words, their ethical statement.
Yeah,
he violated their ethics. Well, he also, in this country, he'd be in trouble for commissioning fake bank statements.
You'd be in trouble big time.
Has there been some sort of dramatic remaking of this in a movie with some sort of actor that we all know? Because I feel like that would be pretty cool. Because this is like, I mean, if I'm looking outside of the ethicalness of it, that's pretty crafty, right?
It is.
I mean, to actually pull it off, right? But it's pretty skeezy.
Look, I mean, this story goes on, and it's broader than even reported here in Deadline. It just doesn't look good. And again, I mean, this is not the first time that the BBC has been caught in doing bad things, and it's a real shame. So George Clooney went nuts in the media. I remember after her death. Yes, he did. It was terrible. I mean, a lot of people were really affected by that, and I had family members that were really invested in the Royals, right? I believe the term is douche canoe. Yes, probably. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I try not to call people names. Sometimes they come out, but I try not to. Yeah, it was a real shame, Apex. Tina says the same time questions over Harry's parentage came up. The questions about Prince Andrew's little indiscretions
Yeah.
uh, first arose. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
There's some real problems there. Yeah, the BBC is not for you and me. No, no. You know what? And again, I mean, this is the problem with governmentally run organizations or things that are backed by the government. That's we have free-ish media here in this country, although not quite anymore since they're all owned by oligarchs. But
Mhm.
it's essentially your consumption of it doesn't require a licensure. At least not yet. We'll see. BBC is focusing on the elderly for their billing practice. I hear most young folks probably cut the cord already. Hey, the elderly are doing it as well. There are many articles that I've covered before about this, either on regular videos or on the 6 Minute Daily. So you're not wrong, Soul Assassin. And that's the people they try to take advantage of to force them to pay for something they don't consume any longer. Most people are not real thrilled with the direction of the BBC or their government at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
And their problem
And they
is
can't
that
pick.
old people have one thing that they like, which is watching older shows. So the second you tell your grandpa that he can find the entire series of something that he watched in the 50s on Netflix, you've got him. So
Yeah.
it's like he doesn't need to flip through the channels when he can go back and watch whatever he wants. So they're going to lose their people if they I think they're just going to lose them. So
in Captain Robert April is correct. This is a major hit for the BBC because this is their news division. They were underhanded back then. They've been caught doing underhanded things now. And you're right. This goes beyond letting Chibnall, do what he did to Doctor Who. It's bigger than that. So the BBC has been busted using actors as eyewitnesses and the like too. Same as CNN. No, absolutely, Steve Kenobi, and that's another problem that they have. This is not the only scandal there, and it's all under the same guy who was the director there, the director there until about a year ago. So it's and that would be Tony Hall, and it's a real. Like I said, it's a real problem. This is a real bad look for them. I when this story broke, and I looked over it and covered it in the 6 Minute Daily, I didn't get into it in depth. It's being fleshed out more and more here in the States. It's being fleshed out more and more, obviously in the UK and overseas. And a lot of people share this opinion, Captain Ed Straker. So, you know what, Captain Trek, they did. They have, everybody's supposed to have them, believe it or not. The BBC is a utility, so they don't have much incentive to handle things correctly. You're 100% right. It's treated exactly that way with the licensure and stuff like that. It's very true. What's up, OC Steve? We're talking about is just a little BBC shenanigans. That's all. That's all. Yeah, the PBS is the closest thing in the U.S. has the BBC, or am I wrong? Well, PBS is actually in majority founded by the public and by business enterprises. There's very little governmental funds involved in PBS at the moment. So there you are. What's up, Danny? It's so good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. We're just talking some news. There's people out there that question who the father of Megham's kid is. They think Andrew is the daddy. Holy cow! Forbidden Ruin. Okay. Like I said, I'm not keeping current on a lot of the Anglophile stuff. Once the Meghan Harry thing happened, I was like, okay, this is extra dumb with cheese. I'm pretty much out. But this latest news, it's crazy. Mr. Tickletrunk gives us a super sticker. It's our Shiba Inu Fartin Hearts. Thank you for that, Mr. Tickletrunk. Appreciate that. Yeah, and hopefully you caught up, Danny. We're just talking about the issues with Mr. Bashir and his unethical practices, including, like I said, the Michael Jackson interview and the thing with Diana. So, yeah, and this is the other thing that changed, Captain Robert April. Yeah, they used to be exempt from the license fee, and they went back on that. So it's no bueno. Oh no, you know what? You're 100% right. Odyssey's amazing. I have transferred every single video. In fact, I don't even have to do it. It's automatically done from YouTube to Odyssey. I am working very quickly on working with them to get live streaming capability for my channel on Odyssey so that I can launch a more news-oriented program. Because over here on YouTube, I wouldn't be allowed to say what I need to say over there. The information, factual, of course, I will always try to stay within the bounds of the facts and not speculate beyond it when I present news. They would not like that here on YouTube. So, but over on Odyssey, freedom. You should have seen what Wes was able to get away with the other day. It was crazy. Nobody strikes you. None of that stuff. As long as it's not illegal, marked age appropriately, in other words, not for kids, mature content, adult, whatever, and you are covered as long as you're not using anybody else's IP in a way that isn't, transformative. That's the right word.
Is Odyssey monetized?
Yeah, actually, they have the really weird way of doing it. It's through a crypto platform called Library Coin, which can be converted to other cryptocurrencies just through, the various marketplaces. So, in a way, from day one over on Odyssey, you're technically monetized using those library coins. Also, as a viewer on Odyssey, you can actually earn crypto, which you can tip your favorite creators with just for watching a video.
Well, that's cool.
That's very cool stuff. Apex, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. And you're not wrong here either, OC Steve, although I would not tell anyone to go about doing anything like that. I would never suggest doing anything that wasn't above board. So there you go. In Norway, you had to pay $400 a year for national TV. As long as you owned a TV, you had to pay. They got rid of it this year, but you now pay for it via taxes. $400 for a channel you don't use.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't want to be compelled to pay for things any longer. I think it's garbage. Captain Trek says, according to my source, the BBC only has 14 to 16% approval rating. I think that's probably high.
Yeah, that seems like a generous rating, to be honest.
Yeah, Monkey Jeebus, yeah. Like I said, I started covering this at the 6 Minute Daily on Friday, I believe, when it broke. And it kind of has been like under the radar. So I'm glad Fat Steven brought it out into the light again today. He's doing an excellent job over there with his channel. And as are all of the other great creators. We have, of course, Shell back here with us. We have Lorena Creole. We have Angela Straven. We have Captain Trek, of course, who was just telling us about how everybody feels about the BBC, and so many more. I really, and Bruce Lombardo. Lots of people. Captain Robert April. Everybody here who has a channel. I want you guys to be successful. We need as many voices as we can, talking about things in a way that gets to people, changes hearts and minds, or brings them back to reality. That's what we need. And yeah, PBS has fundraisers, absolutely. But yeah, the majority of their funding still comes from private entities. You'll see that at the beginning.
The best shows too.
Some of their shows are difficult now, but no, they used to. They used to.
They
used to bring over
show old Doctor Who, and they had all sorts of ones.
Monty Python.
Yes, the Flying Circus. That's where I first saw it, man.
Yeah, and that's where most Americans, got caught up with the show. And, of course, it was years over by the time many of us saw it, but it was bloody brilliant. So, anyway. Yeah, PBS they got millions and millions in tax funds to put, they did. They did. I didn't say they were completely without government support, but for the most part, they are. Everybody, you feel sorry for them, but you reap what you sow, absolutely. What's up? Cool. Building a model. Awesome, my friend. Glad you're here listening. I can't wait to be cleared for Odyssey. You should, Bruce. It's freaking amazing. Mr. Tickle Trunk for a Canadian $2. Remind people about Odyssey every week at least. Oh, I absolutely will. And you know what? My channel's growing over there. I think I have over 100 subs. I think Wes's channel's growing. Please go over there. Your favorite creator, if they're over 1,000, or even if they're not, they're definitely, or most of us have already headed over, migrated our content over there.
And it is spelled like that, right?
Odyssee. That's how it's spelled.
Okay, awesome. Because I wouldn't have been able to find it by the word.
It's not like Homer's The Odyssey. No, don't do that. So, but definitely check it out. Oh, check it out. Low Spec Linux Laptop says, I've been putting text adventures on Odyssey. Awesome. Didn't have enough subs for sync when I joined. Excellent. I think
that's... Oh, sorry.
You do it later. Yeah, please go ahead, my friend.
I was going to say, and that's a good thing to kind of point out, is that, we, in some ways, we should feel bad for the BBC, but just considering, all the stuff that they've been pulling for the past, years, it's almost like a comeuppance in a way. It's almost like kind of opening it. I don't want to think like that, but it just feels like it's all like coming to get all coming to surface.
Yeah. And John, you're not wrong. Like I said, there is some taxpayer money involved in that, but I've done quite a bit of research on where all the funds come from most of the programming. So a lot of local PBS channels are supported through the telethon funds, and the other places they go for money from corporations. So, but anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Makini. So.
No, pretty much. Just wanted to point that out. It's just,
yeah. Glenzer did see the stream on Wes's live stream on Odyssey, and you probably wouldn't either. So, yep, mine's a similar thing to Odyssey's crypto, absolutely. And actually, the nice thing about that is, Ethereum, and Ethereum is an excellent crypto, and that's the direction that I'm going. Nina Infinity says hello.
Hey, Nina.
She's so awesome. I cannot find anywhere on Odyssey about how to live stream. They're keeping it kind of close to the vest. You need to look at their channel, and they talk about it. You also can reach out to Odyssey team on Twitter to get some more information, which I've done a couple of times. So it is what it is. So, yeah.
Interesting.
So, I'm so confused about Odyssey and Audacity. Odyssey. I don't know. But Odyssey is where you go to see my channel that isn't on YouTube. There you are. Yeah, Japan. Yeah, Japan does have similar taxes. At least there you get good television.
They have great soap operas.
Yeah, and Script Doctor is in the chat, says, PBS had a great collection of classic Britcoms that I watched growing up. So did I, dude. Mm-hmm. So did I. I mean, a lot of the dry humor that I appreciate and that I use sometimes when I'm on other people's streams probably came from there. My dad really did, help me consume a lot of just amazingly funny stuff. Plus, I saw some stuff I maybe shouldn't have with like Benny Hill and things like that. But hey, that's just me.
Terrible, bad culture. Tis.
It was terrible. Nina Infinity says, so glad YouTube took John Strike away. I know it was complete BS, and a lot of people smacked back at him, and it went away quickly. So we did good. That's what we're here for, to support each other. Right?
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, the BBC was established with 3 goals: inform, educate, and entertain. Somehow they snuck in that bad word. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Odyssey is just a new streaming platform. It's the potential replacement for YouTube. I check out Odyssey every day before opening up a YouTube page to see what's going on. A lot of us do. I mean, right now I have Odyssey up and running in the background
Does it have an app yet?
Something they made an announcement. I don't know if it was for Android or iOS. You just put your ear to the ground. You should be able to do it. Yeah, you have to keep promoting it, Nina. I know, and I need to do better. And Mr. Pickle Trunk, he just subscribed to you. But that's the thing is we have to continue to remind people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I will forget immediately, so I appreciate all the reminders.
Yeah, and Monkey Jeebus, no thank you. So yeah. Oh, hey, Morgan Holloway, good to see you. Hey, Danny, a lot of people share your opinion, and a lot of people love it. So it is what it is. A lot of people just used to see the old reruns that weren't actually the current Who. On public television here in the United States. So they just were judging it on its antiquated look at the time, probably. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you didn't sleep well? I'm sorry, brother.
Oh.
Hey, Danny, I want people to like what they like, love what they love. My opinion is my own. Your opinion is yours. You know me. I'm not here to have a fight with anybody. That's the thing. It's not worth it to me. I'm too old for that. I'm like, you know what? I don't need the drama. I don't have to care. I'll just excuse myself. You guys, have a fight. I don't care. So
I feel like there has to be one fight at some point where you're dressed up with like the gladiator or something with your long flowing locks, blowing behind you. You need one time to look dramatic like that. I appreciate that hair.
I actually about going almost 2 years back. Could have pulled that off because I had the getting close to the 300 body that I had in my youth,
Nice.
and then we got stuck at home, and now I have the body that you would expect of a I have the dad bod everybody should expect. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We're getting back to the exercise and diet that got me where I needed to be anyway. So I'd say less than a year. Yeah, Sticks and Hammer is investing in crypto wisely. Sorry, brain no work gooder today. That's a reference to that great movie. Hang on, and it just fell out of my head. It's like the predictive for what we're dealing with now. Oh crap, Idiocracy. There's the word. Oh yeah. Odin streams on Odyssey. Yes, he does. Odin. So many great people here.
Exactly.
Hello, people.
Poor kids today don't grow up
Shut
with Benny Hill. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Benny Hill was for adults. Parents wouldn't let me watch it. I got to see the end credits. Yeah, the little skits. Yeah, they were great. What's up, Ironcaster? Says, I need to get in the habit of going to Odyssey. Yes. That should be something that comes up as a default in your DuckDuckGo, right? It should be one of those that pops up in that window. And if not, you need to go there every day until it does. Well, you don't have to. I'm not going to tell you what to do. What makes you feel good?
You're a good salesman.
Experiment 626 says on Android, it is the library app. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I figured there was. Jin Wong is here. What's up? I always thought PBS was funded entirely by Tickle Me Elmo. Actually, the Children's Television Workshop, which was a for-profit corporation, I think was the one that benefited from Sesame Street and Elmo. And, somebody correct me, but I think that's true. In fact, I think Kermit was the only crossover ever there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, they've all crossed over with one another in one giant movie that everybody forgot about. It was the
right. I mean, yeah, but I mean it officially the Jim Henson stuff.
Yeah, Kermit went from Harry and Pals, I think. It was the show that Jim had done with his wife or fiance at the time previously, and then he went to Sesame Street, and then he went to the Muppet Show too. So Kermit's well traveled.
Noble Arrow says, I watch 75% of content I consume on Odyssey, Rumble, and BitChute. Good for you. All right, well, let's get back. We've got a few more things we could cover. Sport Casino. Yes, at one point in time. Yeah. If CultureCasino is going to fight, he's going to do it with dueling pistols at 20 paces. Hey, take me back to my youth. Thank you for that, executive producer Saul Leibowitz. We've got a super chat from the Jolly Man himself. Snowdub Music and Entertainment for $2 says, how long are you going to drag this out? Sorry, I don't have a clip to play. The RuPaul thing was great last night. You guys were so awesome. What a great stream. You guys had so much fun. I will definitely pimp out your channel, young lady. Script Doctor says, Bizarre was a very funny Canadian comedy show with some provocative edge skits and awesome Super Dave stunts. God, Super Dave was awesome. You guys remember Super Dave? Super Dave.
Yeah. Cough, cough. Sure. No, I never watched it.
I did no. Yeah.
Muppet Lives Matter. Oh, it's a tragedy what they've done to the Muppets. Am I talking right? Goodness. Speaking of Kermit, have you guys heard the voice that they gave him? Woof, bad. They fired his voice actor that he had for the longest time.
Yeah, because he was the replacement for Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
And the new guy doesn't even try. He sounds nothing like Kermit. Not even someone who tries to sound like Kermit. It's a bad sound. Rip Kermit.
Oh man,
you guys are so great.
I'm just triggered. I'm sorry.
It's just it's just like the whole Jim Henson thing is like, I know it's not like illegal, but it's like very, it still comes off as very kind of discriminatory. It's discriminatory either way.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, that's such a downer.
Yeah. And Nina, we covered this at the beginning of the thing. I think in a lot of ways, it was kind of the beginning of the end, or the beginning of the downward spiral, as Captain Robert April put it. And as far as the parentage situation, maybe it's being done again as a distraction from something else. There's a lot going on right now
I think it is.
in the Royals and with the BBC and with the country as a whole in the UK. They're fighting. They're on the backside of a culture war that the citizenry has lost, and are trying to turn the tables and get back to a win. I always thought that the first element of that was the Brexit thing. I was hoping that there would be a lot more forward motion, but I'm not going to talk about the politics of any of that.
Yeah, and it's just
Those are
my only thing is just like I'm really bothered by the fact that the Royals, and Meghan Merkel, they're headbutting into our like American politics, and it's honestly unsettling to look at. Though.
It's true.
Kind of headbutt into our business, yeah.
Wow, I can't believe how much we're talking about this. I didn't think this was going to be a 30-minute video. Hey, I'm happy to do it.
And I think about this is like with the BBC. Like the only show I ever really watched on the BBC was Top Gear, and that was big. And I was a big fan of the whole Clarkson, Hammond, and May era of Top Gear. And then they, switching out. Of course, they had that fight with Clarkson and when the BBC executive producers that got him all three kicked out. And then bringing in Chris Evans, bringing in Matt LeBlanc, Chris Harris, many other people from newer for the newer Top Gear at the time, and then that changing, and it's just like continuously changing. And that was kind of like it was something I still enjoyed. I still enjoyed regardless. It just didn't have it. It was starting to kind of lose that charm after a while. With Doctor Who, it was I only learned about Doctor Who through. I never cared about Doctor Who growing up, but I knew how popular it was. But I didn't learned about how bad like season series 13 was during Whittaker's time through Heels versus Babyface, through Nerdrotic, through Bolstrike Media, and just kind of seeing how bad and unfolding that like the BBC has become.
And it's hard because people are such fans of that show and the programming, and to watch it just go the way it did, it's just rough. But I want to say this: Snowdub has a great channel, guys. You should check out Snowdub Music and Entertainment. The Cotton Connection's a lot of fun. The group of people that participate in the stuff there, and you can see the little blue icon there with the backwards CC. If you see people with that on their social media, it means they're part of the Cotton Connection. You should check them out. They will give you some puppet fun, some hilarity. It's adult oriented. I'm working on a new puppet that will make a debut there at some point under a pseudonym, so it'll be a lot of fun. They had a great trivia show last night with Jolly hosting it, so it was a good time.
Puppets are the best. Just saying. They're high. No one gives them credit, but
well, you can do a lot. It's not a physical representation of anybody exactly. It can be any color. It doesn't matter. It could be blue. One of my favorites was Cookie Monster.
C
is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Yeah.
You should check out Space Patrol if you want some old school inspiration for puppets and stuff. That was like from the 50s, I think, a black and white television show of these puppets like marionettes in space, kind of like Team America style. Super awesome stuff. I only randomly know this because I was somehow having a discussion about puppets yesterday with somebody. So small world.
Yeah, I love it. They're bringing back some of the stuff from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm scared with what they're going to do with them, but we'll see.
Fortunately, we saw the cancellation of Dark Crystal on Netflix, and I know that was very popular.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And hey, guess what? Tom's here. Say hi to Tom, everyone.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Tom hopefully is going to be able to make time for Tuesday. We'll do the Tuesday Tirade Entertainment Talk Show. Tom is brilliant there, and every once in a while he'll pull out a voice or two. So you might get Kermit or Captain Kirk or any number. Go ahead.
Tom should do Kermit's voice. I saw somebody suggested in the comments, and he does a good Kermit. So there you go, man.
Yeah. Oh, Scooter? Yeah. Scooter's fun. Muppets in Space was incredible. Holy cow.
Last good one, in my opinion.
Roosevelt Franklin from Sesame Street. I like Sam Eagle.
Oh, dude, that guy is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A celebration of all nations, but mostly America.
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly,
Pigs.
we should do it. Someone should do a stream about Muppets. Well, Pigs
Yeah,
in
dude,
Space wasn't it just like Galaxy Quest with pigs?
is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah, John Denver on the Muppets Christmas special. Yeah, it's amazing. And you lost two amazing people within a very short period of time, John Denver and Jim Henson.
Oh,
And John caused his own demise. He was probably doing a stretching maneuver to try to reach back to engage his secondary fuel tank on his long EZ pusher plane.
oh.
And that's what they think happened is he pushed the plane into his own demise with his foot.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was when they did the investigation there. It was terrible. I and that was back when I was like looking at I was like researching planes. I found that because I was going to build one, and it was terrible. I actually like the Canard style pushers because they have a beautiful glide path, a low stall speed, and they're very safe if they're properly built and maintained. So and they're very lightweight because they're composites. So I like them. But it was a custom extended fuel range, long easy. He was flying. So, what's up, Bone?
Oh, hey, Bone Kitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Created Space Patrol, created Space 1999 UFO and Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds was one of my favorite marionette. Oh my god!
Yeah, I was going to say Thunderbirds and Space Patrol look very similar. Very similar.
Yeah. There's the ever lovely Lola Meets, who inspires everyone with her avatar. Hey, Culture, stopping by to send some love. Well, you didn't have to send that much. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Lola,
it was so much fun. It was so much
fun. Lola is
fun.
building a channel. She supports everybody. She is amazing. She's incredible, and I need to get her on this channel. I keep saying it, but maybe we'll get her on next Sunday if Lola's available.
She's at 186, and she's working her way towards 500. So let's see if we can get
I think she'll get there quickly. I mean, her shows feature a lot of talented creators. It's an after midnight show, so it's a little more adult oriented, and they don't care what they cover. It's very interesting, so you can definitely check those out. Nick Rakita does a good Kermit. I've heard him do that as well. So absolutely. Let's see. John Denver was a Muppet. Little known fact. Okay, Tom, I didn't know that. Awesome. Yeah, the original Muppet movie from 1979. Yeah. Moving right along, chug-a-lug, footloose and fancy-free. That's from that, right?
Ah, man, yeah. I am quite fond of Rizzo, and I think he was introduced in Muppets Take Manhattan.
Moving right along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That was amazing. So, a lot of people were just, I couldn't believe it. And somebody pointed out that Jim could have been totally treatable pneumonia. So it was just terrible. Oh, yeah, the Defunct Land video channel did a great series about 4 videos on Henson. Absolutely. Defunct Land's awesome. I mean, they do have some really good stuff there. So you can definitely check that out. Also, if you're looking for what Disney used to look like, Disney attractions and stuff like that, there's another one called Martin's Videos. That you can see tributes to attractions that actually no longer even exist. He does some really good stuff.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. Yeah, and gosh, there was an amazing puppet thing that was done after the Muppet Show that was really well done. They also did a lot of political stuff. They were also featured in a Genesis video, and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of that and the person that put them together. And I will, but right at the moment I can't because it was awesome.
Yeah, you've piqued all of our interest now. You better give us an answer.
Yeah, it was really
Now I'm
good.
looking forward to the Puppet Casino now.
Yeah, okay, let's come. And I'm not gonna create my own, but I mean, not myself as a puppet, but I am. You will. You'll probably I'm not sure how much voice work I'm going to do on it, but we'll see. I can't wait to
Got
debut
to have the long flowing hair.
You can
Yeah, that'll
you
get
can
the line
totally
itself.
do that, man. My church did a puppetry thing for 2 years, and I was super nerdy and partook in it. And they actually like have brochures, like ordering catalogs, where you basically design the puppet in this. It's basically Muppet style or whatever, of whatever you want: skin tone, eyes, hair, clothes. And they give it to you. So we could technically get like a spot on Culture Casino puppet, and maybe we wouldn't even notice if he swapped you out. Just saying.
Yep, spitting image. Yep, that's right. Yep. It's a land of confusion. Yeah, that's the video, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Culture Casino, Muppet with hair, super famous sunglasses, and mini bear dog.
Oh my gosh.
That would be awesome. Okay, all right. I'll see what I can do. It'll be rough. It'll be rough. I don't know. Yeah, there isn't a point if I'm recreating myself, I think, but I think it'd be fun just to have one. Yeah, everybody likes the lines of your drawing. They're mocking. Oh, I could just make a bear dog puppet. That's true. But
Yes, I agree.
All right, well, we'll work on it. We got one more thing to talk about for about 4 minutes because we want to all go over and check out Makiny's channel when he starts in about 9 minutes or so, or a little after that. I think you're going in 30 or 40 minutes, right? You said
it starts at 12:30. So all I know is that once I get going, I gotta get up. I gotta get up out of my seat, at least get some water and just kind of get myself refreshed and get going. Speaking of which, I gotta go ahead and send my links out to my co-hosts and make sure they're there. So.
I don't know why either. I really don't. I liked the original film, and I thought the show had a lot of potential. There was some stuff in it I wasn't super excited about, but hey, it is what it is. So, but I like I said, I mean, there's a lot of great potential for shows like that, especially, in film. The television programs for sure, but in film, even better. Script Doctor says he wouldn't mind being a Muppet. All right. Bear Dog's final form will be a Muppet. That's possible. Look at Adega's here. What's up, Adega? Good to see you.
Hola.
Yeah, yes, used the CC puppet during the Bear Dog interruptions. Yeah, actually, that would be helpful. I think I could probably do a 3D body scan and do a animatronic, but I think you would be able to tell the difference.
Nah.
Let's see. Yeah, it was a very expensive show. I know that. Yeah, Experiment 626 is true. It's true. And by the way, I love your Stitch icon, just so you know. Oh, you went to Ollie's today. Rose Tico books are $1.99. All right. There you go, guys. That's where they all went.
Is it the Forces of Destiny?
No, don't ask for a Labyrinth show. They'll screw that one up too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't beat David Bowie in his package.
Yeah, you can't. And not only that, just another red shirt. I would definitely be the front man, but I wouldn't want to replace Dr. Teeth because I still think Dr. Teeth is the best.
A lot of people ask what people's favorite bands are.
Yeah, you can still like Five Below. You don't have a Five Below where you're at or anything like that. All right, let's do this last article just because this movie's going to blow up worldwide. F9 right now speeds to 162.4 million in early offshore bow, which means early box office. The bow being it's the the conclusion of the weekend. They're bowing at the end of the show. Of course, most of these markets are what they are. They're China and other places like that. So shifting into gear in 8 overseas markets this weekend, Universal F9 grossed an estimated 162.4 million. I was thinking it was 160. Somebody else predicted 180. I thought that could be a possibility as well. and it's doing very well. China was the top hub for the Fast Saga entry at 135.6 million. That's a lot of RMB. It's the second biggest opening for Universal and the franchise in the Middle Kingdom. There you go. This pushed the film series past the $6 billion global mark, which is not a surprise. And this is what they were expecting. It's within the range that the industry was seeing ahead of the weekend. Even if it's on the low end, that's likely down somewhat the initial expectations for China. China may not be the mature market that Hollywood had hoped for, and the guys on FNT and other places covered that this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, any thoughts on this film, you guys? I mean, it's a popcorn movie. Ideas, thoughts?
I would say it's probably my favorite popcorn movie. Like, I have seen all of them, but couldn't tell you what the plot is for any of them. But I love the car races. I don't know what this one's about. I kept forgetting it was coming out, but it's definitely something I will go out and see too. So I am not surprised. People love mindless escapism, and you really can't get anything more from anything else than Fast and Furious stuff.
So I know this is. I think this is probably going to do well, and kind of the like Godzilla versus Kong. That was kind of like the first kind of shot in the bow, basically, to signal that we want to go back to theaters. The American public wants to get back out and go back to theaters again. And we also saw that with I think we saw that with Mortal Kombat as well. And I think this one is going to be a much bigger inclination that we all want to go back to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
We've been stuck in home for too long. They let it up so we can start saying because it's still because it shows that it's still viable. Theaters are still viable even during this time. As for me personally, I dipped out after 7. Mainly for a couple reasons. And one was for Nina's reason was because it doesn't feel right with me without Paul Walker, without Brian's character.
Yeah,
because it was a big. Because for me, Brian was kind of the character that the audience was able to connect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they didn't. You're not wrong, Makini. And I heard this from many of my friends when this happened. They were like, "Yeah, I'm just done."
It hit me a lot when we lost Pat Fountain passed away. And the other thing was that it just kept getting ridiculous. Like each movie kept getting ridiculous to the point where I just can't enjoy it anymore. Like I have the first 7 films on Blu-ray. I have a full collection of it. I skipped out on 8, and I just don't care about 9 just because it just keeps getting more ridiculous. I'm expecting that by the 10th movie, they're going into space.
Oh, man. See, I thought, that's why I like it. It's not for any of, like, the hardcore, like, anything realistic. It's kind of like my second version of Resident Evil, where I love those movies. They're stupid as F and unrealistic, but it's just so much fun.
Yeah, and I get that. It's just, I'm coming from the mindset of somebody who was really involved in, I would say, the first 4 films. Missed that street racing-esque feel that we got from the first 1, 2, 3, 4 films before it got really ridiculous with Fast 5. I love the character dynamics. I absolutely love it. It's just I couldn't just it just got more ridiculous and more ridiculous. It's like, listen, when you have 2 Chargers dragging a huge bank vault all across Brazil, destroying everything in sight, and then you find out the bank vault is actually empty the whole time. I'm sorry, you destroy every single law of physics imaginable. I can't.
It was only empty for the last bit.
It was like, wait, what?
Well, look, it's a popcorn movie. Turn your brain off and enjoy.
It is popcorn movie. It's just I'm somebody who loved I'm somebody who loved the first one, who loved that indie feel of the first one, and somebody who I grew up. I was 11 at the time, so that was at the time the whole tuner culture. It blew up at the time, and then as everybody who was a big fan of Tokyo Drift and its second movie as well, and I absolutely really loved the fourth movie just because it brought the original cast back, and it felt like continuing on with fifth and sixth. It was great seeing all the cast, bringing everyone back from all the films, bring them together. And even one thing I did like in the trailer for Fast 9 was that you saw that brief glimpse of Sean and Twinkies character from Tokyo Drift. I was like, okay, you're connecting everything together. It was just like, and it's just like, for the moment they realized at the teaser trailer that Han didn't die in Tokyo Drift, I'm like, wait, what? Just like, it's just a continuous soap opera. I guess and find out that Dom has a brother the whole time. I'm just like, wait, how ridiculous is this going to get? I'm like, that's what I'm saying. For Fast 10, just go to space. Just go to space.
I would totally enjoy that, but now I feel bad because you totally made a really good point. It's like, this is the end of the series has become the popcorn eating and not anything else. And like Resident Evil has always been like, you just go in for the camp. But it's true. It's like this series has definitely taken an extreme sharp turn. No pun intended.
And I planned on dipping out after 7 because Fury 7 was that great bookend. It was at that great ending because it was just, it was still Paul Walker was still filming it, and it was great. They kind of how they wrapped this character that I really liked. And as much as I'm not a fan of digitally inserting people, I can understand that reason for why they had to bring in Paul's brothers, both of Paul's twin brothers, to fill in the rest of the scenes for him.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's a more pure way to do it than anything. At least you got the family involved too.
Mm-hmm.
Script Doctor is just slamming the hell out of it. I love it so much.
Family.
The fact that they didn't make Fast 9 have a space sequence means it missed the greatest title ever. Fast and Furious 9 from outer space.
Wait, they didn't go to space in this one? What a disappointment.
But it basically turns into an Avengers film. That's what it feels like. It's just
Dom versus Jason Voorhees. Okay.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
I'm just going to Supernatural at this point with cars.
Han died in Tokyo Drift. That was dumb that they brought him back. Well, yeah.
He was a vampire.
Nobody dies. There's no consequences anymore. So,
and to be fair, yes, what was it? The fourth film was the first film for Gal Gadot. First time we saw Gal.
Yeah, that started out as a Dom thing or a Vin Diesel thing. Then it went to Ice Cube.
That was another one of my guilty pleasure movies back in the day, Triple X. Oh, dude. I know. Well, there's this super cheesy app. I like one of my favorite. I love bad puns in movies. And there's this guy who's always smoking a cigarette. And at some point, Triple X gets a hold of a heat-seeking missile launcher, and he lights it. He's like, "I told you, smoking would kill you." And I was like, love that stuff.
It was terrible. But I do know this. It harkens back to those old action movies we all loved. That's why that movie was successful, because it reminded us of Stallone. It reminded us of Schwarzenegger. It reminded us of that stuff, right? Dr. Vin, we got to drive in CERN and outrace atoms colliding so we can hop dimensions for family. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Sounds like Script Doctor has some really good ideas for how to continue on with it all.
But they can't be over the topness. That's what popcorn movies are all about.
Well,
and for that, I'm not bothered. And to that, I think it's going to do incredibly successful. It's just...
Well, and Glinzer's not wrong. I mean, Hollywood has been comic bookized, right? You know, let's do the extraordinary, the ridiculous, and all of that. Deep Space Fast and Furious 9, maybe? Oh, no. Maybe for the adult industry, but no. And this is everybody's position right now. I want campy garbage. I want fun. Yes, Mr. Tickle, I think that's true. Oh, wait. Disease has an idea. Vin, we have to do the Kessel Run in less than...
It's like a Star Wars crossover.
Ah.
Great.
Nice.
Great.
Guardians of the Galaxy. He was Han Solo. So. Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 did a better movie about family than the Fast and the Furious films. There's no doubt about it, especially at the end where he said, "I'm Mary Poppins." Right at the end. Was so good.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. You can't beat Michael Rooker. That guy's a great actor.
So great.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's greatest role was Street Sharks commercial for the New York Toy Fair. I think his role in Boiler Room was really good. That's just me. Maybe we could do a Fast and Furious with Lucifer. Stephanie Littlepage chimes in. Okay. I think that would work. I would like to see that crossover. It'd be kind of unique. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
There you go.
You guys are the best. All right, guys, we're going to wind down because I want you all to have a chance to move over to Machiny 90's stream. He's got a setup. It's going to take him about 15, 20 minutes. He's got great intro music. You can all get the jam going and enjoy that. And I can't wait to see what he draws for season 4. So we're going to do the outros real quick. Thank you guys for being here. You made the show today. We didn't get as far along as I thought. I had 4 more articles ready to go. We never do, even with a small panel today, which I thought was wonderful. This was a very unique time. We all got to hang out. There were 50, 60 of you in the chat for the entire time. You guys are the best. AFK, you got anything special coming up?
Absolutely nothing. I am the most dull and boring person ever, but I'm always around to pop into someone's stream on great occasion. So that's a little bit contradictive. But when I am around, I'll come and say hi to somebody. And if I'm not, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You anybody else you want to promote while we're doing that on the way out the door?
Oh my gosh. The pressure. There is, but I have to pull it up. Sorry. So move along. Let me sorry. I don't have I wasn't planning to pimp anybody else, but honestly, go check out Machiny for sure, because
it's going to be a good stream. It's going to be a good stream, and I agree with Mr. Tickle Trump. Script, you're making me want to see these ridiculous films. So, so good on you. And thank you, Nina Infinity, for that promotion. Drift to Machiny's 90s channel for family. Yes, please do. You guys are the best. Philip is reminding you I need 4 more likes. If you guys could just hit that button if you haven't already, I would appreciate it. Now we get to say goodbye to Machiny 90, who's going to hit his stream right now.
Okay. There you go. So, yes, I got to get set up real quick, and I got to get the stream. I've just sent this up on Twitter. I got to send this up on Instagram as well. But, yes, we're coming back. Just absolutely. This is the run to 1K. This is the road to 1K. Hence why I named the title "The Road to 1K Begins," and it's going to begin here. And our goal is to hit 1,000 before August 23rd. August 23rd is not only the reason I put August 23rd is because it's not only the season finale, but it's also the 1-year anniversary of Machiny Live. Yeah, so 1 year anniversary.
That's awesome.
1 year anniversary to kind of wrap things up. But yeah, it's going to be hopefully a summer of growth, a summer of just great art, great content from me, and a summer of just us charging towards that 1K mark. But that's not the only thing I have. because starting on Tuesday, I am setting up a new video series on my channel. I'm bringing the time lapses back this time more consistently. Here's a little preview of that.
I have to mute the audio because this got Scotty claimed yesterday.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it! It did.
Yeah.
And it's royalty free. That's the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, till that gets sorted out. But look at how amazing this is. And by the way, his music's incredible. Everything that Makini chooses to put out there for his music when he does this stuff is great. I love the old house, the old acid house, the old beat break stuff that he incorporates into his.
It feels home. It feels like home for me, and it feels like that's what my channel. It just feels so home to me. So, and although this is kind of a re-upload, it is of an older video. It is a start though, because I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday, probably around 11 a.m. I'm just still figuring it out. But yeah, more consistent content from me. Of course, Of course, those who checked out my channel, the notice I have a much cleaner layout and everything's much more consistent. Everybody's got a lot of style to it. So yeah, it's just all this is setting up for the road to 1,000. So we're going to charge hard. And I know Bruce is already ready. I'm still waiting to hear from Dash. He'll probably pop in. And of course, Mads Mama Bear still try to pop in, but of course she's got to get the shot.
Okay. Well, yeah, and we don't want to talk about those things here. We don't want to dance on any of those controversial things. But I will say this: I had a great time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. All 41 of you that are still left in the chat. So I'm going to end the video or the live stream the same way I end every video and live stream. I'm going to say this: be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene. It is. And until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.